Hi, this is Ben Fick from UK Net Guide, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how easy it is to bet on English League 2 football using an online bookmaker. If this is your first time betting online, you'll need to open an account with a bookmaker before you can begin. There are many companies to choose from, but when deciding which one to go with, you should be focusing your attention on two main things. The first thing to look out for is the size of the sign-up bonuses on offer. Most bookmakers will give new customers some sort of incentive to join, and these will often take the form of a matched deposit. What this means is that if you were to deposit £50 into your account when you first sign up, the bookmaker will double this, giving you £100 to bet with. But the amounts on offer vary dramatically, with some companies only doubling your first £10, while it is possible to get up to £200 in free bets if you look in the right places. The second thing to be aware of is especially relevant to betting on football. Because of its huge popularity, there are a large number of special offers available when betting on match and competition results. These might see you get cashback, free bets or enhanced odds if a certain outcome happens, and these can really benefit you if you know where to find them. Luckily for you, UK Net Guide takes all of the guesswork out of choosing a bookmaker. We've done comprehensive testing of each of the many companies out there and have come up with what we consider to be the top 10 bookmakers in the UK. We've based our decision on things such as the size of the sign-up bonuses, types of special offers, the odds offered, and the variety of markets available to you. Why not check out our league table of companies by clicking the link below now? We strongly recommend that you open accounts with 2 or 3 of those on the list so that you can get the most in the way of bonuses and receive the best odds and variety when placing bets. To demonstrate just how straightforward using one of these bookmakers is, I'm going to be using one of the market leaders, William Hill. When you first sign up for an account with a bookmaker, you'll be asked to fill out some information such as your name, date of birth, email, telephone number and address. Then you'll just have to choose a memorable username and password and complete any security questions that may be required, and you're all set to go. Now you must be at least 18 years of age to open an account here in the UK. I've already got an account here at William Hill, so I'll quickly log in before we go any further. Navigating your way around a bookmaker's website is generally very simple, as most will have a list of sports somewhere on each page, and you just have to select the one you are interested in. So in my case, I'm going to click on football, and then from here you can drill down until you find the market you'd like to bet on. So I'm going to click on all competitions and then select English League 2. First up, I'm going to go through some of the season-long bets that you can place, and I'll start with the market for the outright winner of the league. League 2 is typically much more competitive than the leagues above in the sense that any one of a number of teams could come out on top, including those that have just come up from the conference. Indeed, Luton are one of those teams to come into the division after winning the conference last season, and they have been installed as one of the favourites to claim the League 2 title. But they will have to fight off challenges from the likes of Shrewsbury, Bury, Burton and Northampton, who are among the 8 or 9 teams with realistic claims. That said, I can't look too far past Portsmouth to finish top despite a mid-table finish last season. The club have gone through a number of years that will no doubt seem like a nightmare to many fans, as 3 relegations in 4 seasons saw them drop from the pinnacle of English football to the 4th tier. Last season they managed to finally put many of their troubles behind them, with financial stability being key for what is now a supporter-owned club, and after this period of adjustment, I believe that they once again have the solid foundations required to make a charge back up the leagues. They pull in home crowds that many teams in the Championship and League One would be jealous of, and with these big crowds, this big club is surely a good bet at 7-1 to lift the trophy. To place my bet on Portsmouth, all I have to do is click on them and they get added to my betting slip. And from here, all I have to do is enter my stake in the box provided. I'm going to put £5 on, and you can see that this gives me estimated returns of £40 if Pompey do indeed win the league. Finally, to place my bets, all I have to do is come and click on the button where it says Place Bet. But there are 2 more automatic promotion places up for grabs in the league, and this is the next market I'll take a look at. As I said previously, this is a competitive league and 8 or 9 clubs could claim to have a realistic chance of finishing in the top 3. But this time around, I'm putting my money on York, and I can show you why with a little help from a stats website called soccerbase.com. Firstly, we'll take a look at last season's final league table, and as you can see, York finished just inside the playoff places, but this doesn't give you the full picture of the season they had. The same website can show us their results from 2013-14 season, and as you can see they started off really poorly until the turn of the year when they set the league alight, showing form that would have seen them challenging for the title had they managed it all season long. If they can keep this momentum going, and I see no reason why they shouldn't, then a top 3 finish is certainly within their grasp. Coming back to William Hill, I'm going to make my selection, come across to my betting slip and once again enter £5 into the stake box. I can see my potential returns here at £22.50 if I've chosen correctly, and I can then come down and hit the place bet button to finalise the transaction once again. Next up, I'll turn my attention to the bottom of the league and try to pick a team to get relegated. With 10 teams on single figure odds, you can see once again just how competitive and unpredictable League 2 can be. With 2 relegation spots to fill, I'm going to take a punt on Wycombe to be one of the teams to fall down into non-league football. They had the narrowest of escapes last season, finishing 1 place above the relegation zone on goal difference, and they will more than likely be down the wrong end of the table once again this time around. They have odds of 6 to 1 on William Hill, and as before I'm going to put £5 on for a potential return of £35 if they go down. Working out where the most goals are going to come from is another popular challenge with punters up and down the country, and the top goal scorer market can give us plenty of value in a league where just about anything could happen. As you can see, there is no obvious favourite with 13 players between odds of 10 to 1 and 20 to 1, but the lowest odds are given to the new Bury striker Ryan Lowe, with good reason. If we come across to another football website called StatBunker and actually look at the top goal scorers from last season's League 1, we'll see that Lowe was the joint 5th highest goal scorer in the league with 19 goals, and this is despite having played for a team in Tranmere that actually got relegated. Many people are saying that he's too good for League 2, and one would think that given the slightly lower quality of opposition, he'll grab his fair share of goals over the coming months. That's why, at 10 to 1, he looks like very good value, and that's why I'm going to back him at this price. A successful £5 bet here could land me returns of £55, and once more you just click the place bet button to finish. Now I'm going to turn my attention towards betting on individual matches, and I'm going to pick the game between Mansfield and Oxford as an example. Picking the overall result is a simple but popular way to bet on a match, where you just have to select either a win for one of the 2 teams or for it to be a draw, and we can look at a number of things to decide this. Firstly, we might wish to check out the head-to-head between the 2 sides in past seasons, and Soccerbase allows us to do just this. Last season, Oxford ran out winners in both of the meetings, so you might think that they would be favourites to do so again, but a comparison of each team's end of season form suggests it might not be so simple, with Mansfield having a relatively strong finish to the season, while Oxford were in a bit of a slump, losing 7 of their last 8 games. With all this in mind, a draw seems like a good candidate for my bet on this match. Returning to William Hill, I can click on the draw at odds of 11 to 5, and another £5 stake gives me potential returns of £16. With a draw in mind, I'm going to try to guess the actual score in this game, and I'm going to base my decision on the stats from last season's table. At home, Mansfield both scored and conceded just over 1 goal per game on average, while Oxford had a similar record away from home. So a 1-1 draw seems like a sensible choice to me. William Hill are offering odds of 11 to 2 on this scoreline, and this time I'm going to put a slightly smaller stake on of £3. There are various ways to bet on a player to score in a game. If you fancy him to score first, then you can have a wager on this, and the same goes for choosing the last scorer in a game. If you want to be a bit more conservative, you can just bet on a player to score at any time, or if you're looking for higher odds, it is possible to bet on a player to score 2 or more goals or a hat-trick. I'm going to pick Mansfield's leading scorer from last season, attack-minded midfielder Sam Clucas, to score first for odds of 7 to 1, and my £3 wager can this time see me win £24 back if he hits the net first. There are various other types of match bet available. You might want to opt for handicap betting, where a team is given a number of goals advantage or disadvantage, as this can bring about better odds. Or you might consider the total goals market if you aren't too sure of the final score or result, but have a hunch that it will be a high or low scoring game. So for instance, a bet of over 2.5 means that you think at least 3 goals will be scored. There are loads of other ways to bet on a match, but another of the most popular wagers to make is on an accumulator. So I've come back to the list of upcoming fixtures, and an accumulator bet is where you select 2 or more match results to get higher combined odds than if you bet on each one separately. So for example, if I think that Bury, York and Portsmouth are all going to win their games, I can select each of those results, and this will open up the multiple bet section in my betting slip. While there are various options here, I'm going to keep things nice and simple and just stick with the treble, so all 3 teams have to win. You can see that my combined odds are quite high at 10.78 to 1, so a small £3 bet can net me over £35. As with any other bet, clicking the place bet button finalises everything. So there you have a selection of some of the most popular ways to bet on League 2 football. If you would like some tips and advice for this league, then you should take a look at UK Net Guy's dedicated page, where not only can you find the latest odds, you can also read our match previews each week to help you decide where to put your money. Click the link below now to visit this page, and don't forget to bookmark it and return each week for updates and to see a list of the upcoming fixtures. I hope you've enjoyed this video and can go away to open an account and place bets with confidence. Once again, I highly recommend that you have a read of UK Net Guy's top 10 list of UK bookmakers before opening your account. That's all from this video. I've been Ben Vick, and I'll see you next time.